Hi there, you're in the lab with your mate JJ. Today, I'm not in my uniform. Today's not a main channel video. Today's a second channel video, Elliot's Extras. Today what I'm going to be doing is upgrading my workstation. I don't know how long it's going to take. I thought I'd just make a video of me doing it. It could take a little while. I don't know how successful I'll be. I'm replacing a motherboard and changing some NVMe drives and switching out a Blu-ray drive for a SATA mobile rack. Anyway, that's basically it. I probably won't be talking much during the video. It might be a bit boring. I'm not even sure if I'll actually end up posting this video, but I figured I might as well hit record while I work on the computer. So I'm going to grab it now. I'm going to be doing the work here. I've got some things for testing, so we should be able to see if it works before we plug it all back in. And then after that, I have to do some cabling and such, but that's another matter. Got to install the operating system, of course. I'll be switching from Ubuntu to Debian on this thing. And because Debian Bookworm has just become stable, I'll be using Bookworm, and I'm very happy about that because Bookworm is better than Bullseye. That's it. Let me get on with it. Alright, so that was just me preparing for the shutdown. I backed up the valid MySQL files. I'm not expecting to need them, but I did that, and I've exported the ZFS Z-pool. One of them I'm keeping, one of them I'm destroying, so I didn't bother exporting the one that I'm destroying. So now we're ready to shut down, and then I'll pull the computer out and put it over here. Well, this is him. I got him out. Let's take the sides off. Here he is. Well, I think I got rid of a bit of dust. Alright, well I reckon I'll be able to figure out the cables on board. We've got CPU power back, we've got case fan, CPU fan, that's no problem, and then power and the USB for the front panel, a bunch of SATA drives, and then we've got the front panel switches and something AAFP, I don't know what that is. Anyway, we'll figure it out, or maybe we won't figure it out. Either way, I don't think it matters much. So I'm going to label everything, and I'm going to photo everything too. Labels and photos, that's what I'm going to do now. Let's get some light on the thing. Now, I'm gonna make coffee. I'll be back in a minute. I'm back. Made my coffee. So far all I've managed to achieve is some photographs of the wiring on the current board, which is not a full ATX. I think they call it maybe a mini or a micro ATX. I'm not sure what they call it. And it was just a tiny bit smaller than the full-size one, which I'm going to be replacing it with. Let me just check my email and log this food that I'm eating in my food diary. All right. I'm going to label some of these cables, just in the off chance that it makes my life a little bit easier later on. I've got two Samsung 990 Pros in here. And I'm going to be putting in two Western Digital Blacks. And a mobile rack to replace a Blu-ray. I already told you about that. Been daydreaming about what I might do with the old motherboard. And I might make a computer out of it. We'll see. Now I'm going to have to... It's not clear. There's a screw up there. And if I'm going to have to take out the cooling, looks like I will have to take it out. Fair enough. Alright, well, let's do our labeling. Not sure what happened there. I think he just ran out of tape. So let's fix that together. And here we go. Anyway, whatever the problem was, it's fixed now, so I'm pretty sure it was just run out of tape. Usually it gives you a little black line on the tape to let you know that it's running out though, and that wasn't there, so I'm not quite sure exactly what happened. Now these 4 labels are just for the SATA cables, and honestly, I really didn't need to do this, but it won't hurt, and I'll put the cables in the same way they are now, but nothing should turn on it. It wouldn't matter at all. Anyway, then after that I'll do the ones that I actually really do care about, which is the power LED and so forth. Alright. One down, 3 to go. That's 2 down, 2 to go. There we go. And one last solder one to do. I'll just do him quickly now. Oh boy. I wonder how long this is going to take. Might only be an hour. Or maybe I'm kidding myself. Who knows? Who knows? There we go. Alright. Well, there's all 4 solder cables done. Now we're up to the power LED. So, let's print ourselves a label for that. Oh, I only printed one. I needed 2. Whoops. All right. All right. Alright, that's power. And this is the power switch. Now the power switch is not polarized. Alright. Now we're going to do the reset switch. Also not polarized. Alright. Oh. I'm a duffer, right? Honestly, I'm a duffer. They're all labelled. I'm not the smartest tool in the shed. I've been labelling them and it didn't even occur to me. They're labelled. They're labelled. So, yeah. Alright, well. I'm going to take the labels off. I suppose I am. I suppose I am. Man, I'm supposed to be intelligent. You know what it was? It was my anal nature overrode my intelligent nature. And what I was really worried about was having everything properly labelled because I'm anal. And I neglected to realise everything is labelled, Jono. Anyway, now the hard drive lead is polarised, of course, and okay, lead power HD reset. Okay, that's good. All of that's good, good, good. And now there's just a matter of this thing. I'm not entirely sure what it is. There we go. This is HD audio. And it's labelled AAFP. HD audio. Alright, so that's what we've got. Alright, well I've got some LED stuff here. Now I'm going to take out the, give myself a fairly decent screwdriver. This one's not bad. And where will I keep my screws? Over there. I'm just going to, I'm going to move these bins, because if I drop a screw I want it to land on the floor, not in a bin. Something fell. This. Alright. Now. This is my Z-Pool cache SSD. I'll be keeping him in this computer. The next two are just old Ethernet NICs. I'll probably never use these ever again. Still, you never know, do you? Yeah, these are, I think, just 1 gigabit per second. I'm not sure. Anyway, I won't be needing it. I'll put it over here for now. Alright. Well, I suppose we might as well just bite the bullet and remove the liquid cooling. I haven't done this before. I usually just get them to do it at the shop. And off he comes. Well, he's got thermal paste goo all over him. Guess I better wash that off. I wasn't anticipating having this problem just now. I thought we'd have more steps to go before we saw thermal paste. If I had known, I would have got the other bits and pieces off first. Anyway, it's off now. I might as well just hit it with a Q-tip, which is, of course, what our American friends call them. In Australia, they're usually just called cotton buds. There. Now, well, I'm making a mess. Gee, I haven't done this well at all. I'm going to hit it first with some tissues, and then I'll hit it with the food tips at the end. Well, we're getting there. Alright, it's cotton tip time. Now, I don't want to fuck up anything with this CPU. Alright, well, No, it seems like they damaged this at the shop. It's got a scratch on it. I've never taken it apart, so it wasn't me. Alright. Well, let's take the RAM out. I'm going to take the CPU fan off. Now, let's see if we can just put him down this way. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Alright, well. Yeah, there's some fan speed switch up the back of this guy. Fair enough. Now I think we're going to be able to just pop this guy out, and we'll put him back in once the motherboards are switched out. That's a long screw. Very long screw. Fuck. Alright, well. I might just do this. What am I going to do? Sure. Not sure if that'll fit. It will. Alright, good. Well, let's put him the other way around. Alright, if you got a dog, hold your bark. And hopefully this doesn't just fall apart. Yep, it's just going to fall apart. Yep. Alright. Well. Just going to unplug this. Alright. See him through. Alright, this is the liquid cooling kit. And there's a fan in there that goes with it. That's good. Alright. Alright. Well. I'm going to put him on the floor for this bit. Hang him over there, you can't see that, but I can. Go. Alright. Now we've got power and USB, and that's it. Good. Alright, there's USB. Okay. And just take these out. Alright. And just going to do the two powers. Oh, this is a bit fiddly. There we go. Alright. And then this way. There we go. Alright, well, we've got the two lots of power out. Now I'm just going to pop that CPU out. Should be pretty straightforward. There we go. Alright. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 or 7 screws in there. Alright. This is magnetic, that's handy. I haven't used this before. I got it a while ago. And it's just been sitting on the bench. It's not a bad bit of kit. I hope the thing doesn't fall out and damage the board. Oh, I forgot to take the NVMe drives out. Alright, so that's 2, 4, 6, 7 screws. Now I'm just going to do that, those two NVMe drives while I remember. This is one of them, and this is the other one of them. I think I might keep these screws in the motherboard. Why not? I'll just hit this guy with the magnetizer. See if I can make that screw magnetic. Oh, shit. Well, that didn't work. Maybe it's not magnetic material. What about this guy? Yeah, that'll fit. Alright. That's my phone ringing. Hello? Sorry about that, it was the phone. Alright. Alright, and there's my other M2 drive. So I've got two of those. And there it is, in all its glory. Now I'm going to need to move the heatsink cooling apparatus. And then we should be right. Alright. Oh. Now we've got 7 screws for the motherboard. Alright, so let's just pop this guy off. Just be very careful, you don't want to do any damage. That should just pop off, and it does. Great. Alright, well, this is my old motherboard. It's going to be reused, I think. Anyway, we'll see. Don't have any immediate use for it. Haven't even thought about where I'm going to keep it. Let's put it up here for now. Alright, well, I haven't even looked at the motherboard that I'm replacing it with yet, so I suppose it's time for that. Shit. Well, this looks like a good place to get the old motherboard for now. A little bit of padding in there. Alright, here it is. The ProArt B550-CREATOR. ASUS ProArt. Windows 11 ready. AMD Ryzen. Oh shit, is this an AMD CPU? It is indeed. This is an AMD Ryzen 7 5700G. There you go. So, let's have a look, shall we? All right. Now, what is in the box? Yeah, this is heaps better than the old one. That's good. It's still got 4 SATA ports. That's good. Well, I suppose there's no need to keep him in his anti-static bag any longer. There he comes. It's a nice looking board. Alright. Well, just put him here for now. And let's see what else was in the box. This is just cardboard. Alright. Interesting, there's a HDMI cable. I wasn't expecting a HDMI cable. And there is 2 SATA cables. Okay, that's nice. Alright, something to do with ASUS software, and it's got a license key. I'm not expecting to use that. Chipset support. Okay, so there's some sort of driver's DVD. Aha. User guide. I'm going to actually read it, why not? We can do that together because this is a long form video, baby. Alright. So they've got some ASUS web storage advertisement, and I don't know, this doesn't look particularly interesting. What's this? Interesting. I wasn't expecting these. I don't know what I need them for. Hopefully I don't. They're just little 3M sticker things. Alright. So let's have a look at this. Alright. So we got contents, product information, basic installation, BIOS update, motherboard rear and audio, starting up for the first time, turning off the computer, BIOS and RAID support, and then an appendix. Electrical safety, operation safety, about this guide. Okay, it's broken into product info, installation info, and BIOS and RAID support. You can find extra information in other places, including their website. Yeah. Alright, so I'm just reading about the various specs. You'll be linked to the specs if you're interested. You can go and have a look. Alright, now. Alright. How many... We're going to need extra power for this guy. Now. Interesting. Alright. I'm just going to go make more coffee and get some things. Alright, I'm back, and I've got 3 PCIe boards for the M2 drives, and I've got my 2 NICs from earlier. Now the labeling on these will be wrong, so I'm going to take those labels off for now, and we should have all of the expansion boards covered. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. 2 of them are going to be for network, and 3 of them are going to be for PCIe adapters. I'm not sure about the specs of this thing. Excuse me for a minute. back. So, just got to get this motherboard in now, I guess. I figured out what I'm going to be doing for my PCIe stuff. I was expecting some screws, really. Why didn't I get screws with my motherboard? I guess the screws come with the case. Alright. Now we're going to need extra power for the CPU. I think I've got extra power. Alright, well I went digging and I found this, which will do CPU. And if we just confirm, we're going to need extra power. Oh dear. Well, the cable I have is not the right one. Hopefully I do have the right one. So this one for the CPU only does 2, but the motherboard expects 4. I think I do have one that will suffice. I'm confused. I might have a look at that manual actually, and just see what the power inputs are supposed to be. Well, What does the manual say? I'm not sure what I've done with the manual. It's a bit of a mystery. There it is. Okay, it looks like that 4-pin power is optional. Alright. Looks like we can just use one. That's good. Of course, I've unplugged it now, haven't I? I have. So we'll just put him back in. Okay. All right. Okie dokie. Well. All right. Now this is for the motherboard that we took out. Now there's a little tab here, so we'll take that off. Gonna need that. All right. Interesting. Well. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's good. It's only expecting 7 screws. I've only got 7 screws, so that's good. Shall we screw in? I suppose we should. Let's have a quick look. No, that's not good. Oh yeah, it'll be okay. When he screws in, should be good. Okay. No. Oh, that's interesting. I took something off that didn't need to come off. There we go. Traps for young players. That's the heatsink receptacle. There we go. Alright, let's put those screws in. So, motherboard screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 screws. I think this one's kind of a key screw, so I'm going to put him in first. I'm going to use the other screwdriver for this. I think we got him. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Alright, we're going to try the others. Let's bring them all over. Let's just put them in there. Alright, the less screws we drop, the better, huh? So this is a bit magnetic, so should help. Okay. Just one more screw. That didn't work. Alright, well, we got him in. Alright, well, let's put the power in. There we go. Just going to give that a bit of a push with a flathead screwdriver. That seems to be in. And we'll do the motherboard power. That's going to be easy. Alright. And let's do shall we do the CPU? Why not? Okay. Alright, well, the CPU's in. let's put the fans in. I've got some thermal paste, so we might as well get that out. I'm not sure. I'll try this. And the screw thingy-bob is this one. Okay. Now it's going to hang around like that, isn't it? Yes. Alright, well, let's have a go with this thermal paste. I only crack one of these big ones. Why not? Alright. There we go. Alright. Well, I've made a mess of it. There we go. Alright. Well, that seems to be on pretty well. Now, alright. Well, let's get one in. Let's see, where's my screwdriver? This one. That's pretty good to me. So if that works, these should all work too. Alright, well. Alright. Well, that looks pretty good to me. Alright. Well, I guess next we do RAM. Well, first we'll just complete the fan wiring. So this fan is going to go, let's have a look in the manual. CPU fan, top left. It's going to need a bit more light in there. The CPU fan, and then there's this thing, which is something to do with the fan as well. Now, where was he? Something to do with this. There we go. There we go. All right. Now let's put the RAM in. Something wrong with this. Not sure why that won't clip in. It should. There it goes. And the last one. Alright, that's all the RAM in. Now, let's do the M2 drives. I'm going to finish the wiring actually. Alright, that's the audio wiring, that's no problem. Just going to put this up here while I do this wiring. Alright, that seems to be that. Now we've got the USB and the SATA. Alright, this is USB, so let's just put him in. Okay. There we go. There we go. Are we happy? We're happy. That's in. In. Now we've got some SATA plugs to plug in. Might as well do those now. So. I'm scratching my desk here, my coffee table, not the end of the world. There. Now, side of one, where are you? Okay. There we go, side of one, and side two. And side 3. And we've got to do this. Might as well do it now, huh? There we go. This is the Blu-ray. It's a Blu-ray writer. I'm going to put it in another computer where I'll actually use it. And this guy, who knows if he's going to work in here or not. And in. There we go. Wow, that worked. Fascinating. Wasn't expecting it to. Alright, well, there's some screws. Alright. Well. Might have some screws in here. There we go. Computer screw set. Exactly what I need. These look good. What did I do with the thing? Here it is. sound good. Alright, happy with that. Alright, getting there. Might as well plug that stuff in. There's no reason for the side panel to be off anymore, so I'm going to put that back on actually. I'll just let's do one thing before that. Actually, you know, just going to give that SATA mount a little bit more mechanical support by putting in just this one screw here. There it goes. There we go. Okay, good. I'm happy with that. Very happy. Now, what did I do with the fourth SATA cable? He's here. So we'll just put him in. Here we go. There, clips in. Now we've got SATA power. Looks like power to me. There we go. SATA power and SATA data. Wonderful. Now let's get this side panel connected. Alright, well, alright, well, hopefully that's okay. Alright, that's good. So these are just thumb screws for this bit. Alright, now I'm happy to just continue on the floor here. Now we've got the, actually up here now that we've got the back on. Wonderful. Now, I'll just fix this. Alright. Oh, that's not right. We'll put him in last. Alright. So we're going to take all of those out. Getting a bit ahead of ourselves here because we haven't put the M2 drives in. So let's put the M2 drives in. We'll take this out. The manual had some information about which cards share bandwidth. Okay. All right. All right. Well, I'm going to put the Western Digital Blacks on the motherboard, and we'll put the Samsung 990s in the expansion cards. Now, all right. There's some heat shrink tape on the thingammy, so that should be good. All right. These are screwless. Oh dear. That looks pretty good to me. Now let's just check. Yep, there's tape on here, which we'll take off. Oh dear, there we go. There we go. Off comes the tape. And this guy went in this way. What do I do with my screwdriver? That's the screwdriver, that's not it, this is the one. That didn't work. That's better. That's a ripper. Alright, now let's pop the other guy out. Alright. Here he comes. And another Western Digital Black. Alright. There we go. And he pops. Ripper. Now we're going to take the heat shrink tape off. There we go. I had it and then I stuck it back on. Can't take me anywhere. There we go, we got him. Alright. Now. Get putting my screwdriver somewhere where I can't find it. There it is. Alright. Well, I think those M2 drives are in. So. One, two, three, four. Alright, so let's put in the Kioxia. This guy's going in here. Ripper. Alright. good. Now, let's do the network cards. Why not? All right. All right. Sorry, I was just thinking about these network cards and how I'm going to connect them. So I'm going to have two, I think just 1 gig cards, and I think the other two are 2.5. Yeah, 2.5. So I'm going to have one on. Yeah. Anyway, I know what I'm doing. That's the important thing. One of them will be on orange, and one of them will be on blue for the VMs. Looks pretty good. Hopefully when we turn this thing on, it actually works, huh? Alright. So, we need to make 2 M2 drives. Alright. So, we need to pop these guys out. And this is PCIe. I've used this one before and it's missing the bits and pieces that I want. So I'm going to use these 2. I only need 2, I don't need the 3rd. So, let's open him up. There we go. Alright, so now it comes with heat sinks, that's great. Comes with some screws, I'm not going to need them. Okay, so comes with rubber bands. I don't know how important they are. I guess I'll use them, why not? Alright, well, Alright, now we've got rubber bands, so let's just put them on, huh? There we go. Actually, why not? I'll just pop you over to the bench. Might as well do this together. So I've just put the 1 rubber band on there. There's 2 more rubber bands to do. And there's clips. I was expecting 2 of these clips. I'm only seeing 1. Have I lost one? I don't know. It's a bit of a mystery. I'll just have a look in the other boxes to see. I'm just having a look in this box here. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, give me that. I'll just all Sorry, just putting you where you can see me. Hi, how you doing? Now, that. I only seem to have one as well. I'm pretty sure I had two in the other ones. I'm just looking at these little clips. Yeah, I've got two here. I must have dropped one or something. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe they just didn't put one in the thing. I'm not sure. Did I drop it on the floor? I think maybe I just didn't get it. I'm not sure how much it matters. I think not much. Just to be clear, I've got one of these here and two of them here. I really wanted to put two per thing, so I'm kind of missing one. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't in the box. So I'm going to have to go without it because I don't have it. This is one, and this is the other one. It's not in here. You know, I do actually have some heat shrink kits, and they may come with. Isn't that interesting? Alright, well, I've got a spare. So there he is. Crisis averted. Alright, now it does come with. Now you got to be careful you don't short out anything with the metal bit on the back. But that doesn't look like it's going to be a problem for us. So let's pop this guy on there. There we go. Slide him on. Now I'm going to go clip band, huh? What do you reckon? Why not? There we go. Alright, and then put a rubber band around this guy. So I'm just going to keep it in view for you. Not going to be needing that. Alright, this rubber band's a bit twisted. I'm a bit twisted. Alright, we can be twisted together. Alright, there we go. And one more rubber band. There we go. Alright, just like I bought one. So let's do that again for this guy. So we just need our him on. There we go, on there like that. That's a ribeye. Alright, now we'll take the plastic off. There we go. And then we'll put the heat sink on. There we go. And then one rubber band in the middle. One rubber band in the middle. There we go. Drag him down there. Looks pretty good to me. And then two metal clips, one up there, close. There we go, almost there. There we go. He doesn't want to go down there, does he? On you go. There we go. And we'll just slide down a little bit. There we go. There we go. Alright, that's good enough, and I'll get the rubber band on. That looks pretty good. And we'll put the clip on here. On it goes. And rubber band. Alright. Looks pretty good to me. So we've got 1, 2, M2 drives with heatsink. Alright. Now I didn't get the serial numbers, but it doesn't matter because I'll be able to get them once the computer's on. Oh look, and there's the little clip that was sitting in my thing. So I'll just, I dropped it and it was sitting on my tracksuit pants. So we'll just put this guy back and we're not missing any pieces. Excellent. Alright. So let's just install this. I'm going to need my little screwdriver. This one will do, I'm pretty sure. So let's pop him in, and then screw him in. Ripper. Alright, pretty happy with that. And let's just do the other one. Alright, screw it out. Out. And this is going to go in. Perfect. And we'll get this ready. Alright. What do I do with the other one? Oh, it's over here. So now we've got two M2 drives. So we'll put you back on the big camera. Let's install these. So now I've got these M2 drives on PCIe slots that don't share a bus, so they shouldn't be competing for bandwidth when they're both operating at the same time, which is good. All right. So need 2 screws. All right. All right, that's pretty good to me. Now we've got 2 spacers to put back in, so let's put those in. All right, and one more. All right, now I'm going to label these. One's going to be blue and one's going to be red. And red. All right, let's make the bottom one blue. All right, blue. You are blue. There we go. Blue and red. That means that orange and blue VM will be on the 2.5 gigabits Ethernet. That's good. All right. I think that's everything. So if we power this guy up, he should boot. And if we put this guy on 1, we should be able to see him boot. All right, I'm going to go make more coffee, and then I'm coming back for the big reveal. I'm back, got myself a new coffee. Now we're just about ready to power up and see if this thing actually works. So let me get a power cable. This is a power cable, and just need a power slot. Is it going to be long enough? I don't know. Not sure if I'll get in there. I suppose we can try. Oh yeah, he's gone in. So if we do power and HDMI and USB, that ought to be everything we need in order to boot. Alright, well, I've got USB and HDMI, so let's try in. USB, HDMI. We'll put power in a second, but I might just run an Ethernet as well. This is the red Ethernet, which is going to go here. Alright, well let's put the power on. Alright, now let's put him over on number 1 and throw the power switch here and press the power button, and nothing happened. Oh, I forgot to flip it on over here. There we go. And it powers up. And let's see what it spits out at us from the BIOS, if anything. Nothing. That's no good. Oh, and he powered off. Shit. That's not good at all. I'm not sure what he's doing. I wonder if that HDMI cable's even working. Maybe it's not plugged in. I'm not sure what we're dealing with here. Oh, there he goes. Yeah. Fuck yeah. New CPU installed. Enter setup to configure your system. Fucking excellent. Alright, I'm just going to take a quick photo of that because we'll never see it again. Alright. Now, I ought to be able to do this with you. So let's just pop the keyboard on here for a second, and then let's go to HDMI. Alright. Oh, I've been recording the whole time while I was doing all that setup. Alright, here we go. So now we can see what's happening. So I'm just showing you the I'm quite sure why that didn't work. There we go. There we go. Alright. So I can see it, and you can see it, and we are well and truly in business. So, fuck it, let's just go ahead, huh? Might as well install this baby with some operating system and see how we do. I'm going to put myself back over on here so the keyboard works. Now, I'm going to turn some lights off so I can see better. Alright, so what have we got? We've got two Samsung SSDs, two Western Digital Blacks. This is fucking great. M2.1, M2.2. Excellent. So you can see how those drives are all configured. Press enter to set up to configure your system. Alright. F1 to run setup. Wow. Does the mouse work? Yeah. Alright. Well, looks pretty good to me. I don't think there's any reason to change any of this. So let's just F10 and exit. Now I've got Debian on a USB key here. So I might as well stick that in. I'm not sure why I've got no signal at the moment. I'm not sure what we're waiting for. It says the power's on, and it's not getting a signal. Which is odd, because it ought to be getting a signal. There he goes. Man, he's a real slow booter, isn't he? What does it say? Oh shit, I couldn't see what it said. We detected a new processor which will change the data structure of the storage space for firmware. If you did not apply, please press Y. Otherwise, follow the instructions. Press Y to reset. If you have BitLocker or encryption, the system will not boot without a recovery key. Press N to keep previous. Okay. If you did not apply, press Y to continue. Alright, so we're going to press Y to continue. So I'm not exactly sure what it's doing or why it's so slow to boot, but hopefully it's just first boot thing-ish. It says powered on still. There it goes. And there's the BIOS. Press Del or F2. No signal. I don't know what it's doing. Still says power on. I'm not sure what we're waiting for. But we were patient with it earlier and it came back on, so here it goes again. Alright, let's give it one last go. There we go. Alright. Now, this is very difficult to read. Yeah. I'm not sure what I'm going to do because the screen is too small for me to read. Okay. Well, let's just unplug this guy and put him back there. And then I'll just run. This guy's gone. And I need him. There we go. Oh, interesting. It's trying to boot Ubuntu. It must be trying to boot the old system. Put you on here for a second, and then I'll pop you over there. All right. So, what can I tell you is happening? Yeah, we're going to install. We're going to install Debian but you're not going to get to watch it on the screen because I want to put it on a bigger screen so I can see it properly. So we're just going to pop him back over there, and I'm going to see if I can change the settings. And what we want to do is boot off USB. So F2 to enter, and then hopefully it'll take us into the BIOS. It did. And if we go to boot, and we'll change him, USB, up we go. Alright, save and exit, okay. Now hopefully it'll boot off the, hopefully it'll boot off the USB now, we'll see. Gee, it's a slow booter, this guy. I wonder what it is. I don't know. Alright, fingers crossed. Alright, install Debian, baby. You can probably almost see that on the screen. So off we go. Debian 12, bookworm. Let's turn this guy off because we don't need him. Alright. Now I'm just going to bring up my notes over here. Alright. Now, so the Realtek one's at 2.5 and these things here. So we're going to have to guess. What do you reckon he is? We're going to try 8. Alright, 8 didn't work, so we're going to try the other one. Let's try 9. Oh. That's not good. It's not working. I wasn't expecting that to be a problem. Alright. Well. Alright, so we're going to try 6. Let's just see. Alright, let's try 6. DHCP should be working. Alright, we're going to go back and we'll just try alright, so let's just switch him over to there. There we go. Alright, let's try 6 again now that he's plugged in the other way. Link, and DHCP should be quick. It's taking a long time. It probably hasn't worked. No, that's not working. I'm not sure why that didn't work. I don't know. Let's try 9. That's not working at all, is it? Alright, well we're going to try 6 again. 6. Let's see. Let's see if we can just configure this manually. .24.12. Is it going to work? I don't think it worked. Oh, maybe it worked. Hostname. Law. Domain name. JJ5. What am I going to do about this? I'm just going to turn the video off for a second while I put in the passwords. Please bear with me. Alright, we're recording again. Let's pop you back over to our installer. There we go, New South Wales. So we're just continuing with the installation. I just turned the video off while I was putting the passwords in. Alright, this is going to be a bit of a chore. Let's see how we go. Alright, wow. Alright, well, there's our 2 Western Digital Blacks. Alright, we're going to delete him. Alright, what are we going to do? Now these Samsung drives, okay, I'm getting rid of the RAID partitions. Remove existing. I'm not sure why it hasn't deleted those. I don't know why it's... I don't want these. I'm gonna, what a hassle. This is a real hassle. What am I gonna do? Okay, I'm just gonna, okay, I'm gonna delete that, and delete that. Finish. Alright, there's no thing, so we're gonna do here. And we're going to do here. Alright, good. Now, he doesn't matter, and everything else doesn't matter. These are the 2. So, yes. Create a new petition. Alright. we're now ready to create our MD devices for the boot and the system partition. Alright, that all looks fine. So we're going to create an MD device. It's going to be RAID 1, we're going to have 2, no spares, and it's going to be U and U. M1P2. Alright, that looks good to me. And we're going to create another one, RAID 1, 2, 0, and we're going to use P4 and P4. Looks good to me. Finish. Now we're going to install boot, use as, ext4, mount point, boot, mount options, discard A time, no dirt A time. I don't think you need actually the third one. This is boot. Boot, 5% standard. It's pretty good to me. And we're going to do the same thing here. And we're going to use as ext4, mount at root, options, those, label, system, 5% standard. Alright, so we've got everything set up just the way we want it. We're basically going to just install on the Western Digital Blacks, which are actually on the motherboard. We've got the system partition for the boot, we've got the MD RAID, we've got swap, we've got an extra 837 gigs for the best partition. So that's all good stuff. Finish partitioning. Alright, so this is just going to write the RAID devices. Alright. It's installing the base system. How many times have you watched this in your life? Alright. The network isn't working. Let's see if we can get it to work. I don't know why it's not working. Why aren't you working? Let's try running a cable and we'll see if we have any luck. No carrier. No carrier. That seems to be working. Wasn't expecting that. I'm not sure exactly what's happening here. I was expecting to have more options here. Let's just run with it and see what happens. Alright. Well, let's see if we can fix up this networking issue. Now, it does take a long time to boot. Here it goes. Fingers crossed. He's in. Alright, well I'm going to play around with this. But it looks to me like basically it's done. The only thing is maybe the network's going to give us a bit of trouble. But I'll play around with that. So I'll pop you back over here. And put this guy back over here. Oh yeah. Alright. There we are. So I'm not sure how long that took in the end. But it'll be the length of the video. So yeah, I'm going to turn this guy off. I'm going to figure out his networking issues. I already install him. I'm going to have to run some cables. Yeah, that's that. So thanks for watching this long, unedited motherboard upgrade video. If you watched it, I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.